The summer of 2025 was a crazy one because the world in the tech sector was taken by the storm. Social media platforms were infested with crazy rumors. YouTube thumbs yelled out shocking statements, and online gossip became a mass scream. The most intriguing part of this mess was the name of a familiar face: Elon Musk. His innovation machine called Tesla just dropped a bombshell, a phone. Not just any phone, but the Tesla Starlink Pi Phone, a sleek, intelligent, space-age device flaunting a jaw-dropping starting price of $299. The kind of price tag that made people double-check their calendars and wonder if it was still April Fool's Day. But it wasn't. This was real, and it was shaking up the industry. The Tesla Starlink Pi Phone immediately stood out, not just because of who made it, but because of what it promised. It wasn't just about competing with the likes of Apple and Samsung, it was about rewriting the rules entirely. A phone that connected directly to Starlink's satellite network, offering near global internet access. A device designed with solar charging capabilities. A tool deeply embedded in Tesla's broader ecosystem. The message was clear. This wasn't just another gadget, it was a manifesto in your palm. Visually, the Pi Phone carried all the hallmarks of Tesla's signature style. It was sleek, simple, and had its futuristic design. It was made out of aerospace-grade titanium, with the body being armored with Gorilla Glass Victus, and it had that strong type of style that might find it withstanding the drop on the moon. I was a little worried that the 240 grams it weighed would be just too much. Solid, but not too clunky. Very sleek and not at all fragile, but at the same time. The screen on the front was a 6.7-inch OLED with an adaptive refresh rate up to 165 Hz, providing users with a butter-smooth experience that swings between fluidity and efficiency. Meanwhile, the matte finish back was home to discrete solar panels, built in such a way as to be hardly noticeable for the sake of design. Perhaps most visually intriguing was the softly glowing Starlink emblem, which lit up when satellite mode was active. That glow wasn't just a gimmick, it symbolized the Pi Phone's promise: untethered access to the internet from practically anywhere on the planet. In rural towns in the middle of the ocean, on remote mountaintops where traditional networks fall silent, this phone was designed to speak. Musk's larger vision has always leaned toward planetary and interplanetary connectivity. With Starlink, he sought to eliminate the concept of digital exclusion. The Pi Phone becomes the natural extension of that mission, a bridge between advanced internet technology and the daily lives of ordinary people. It caters not just to the tech-obsessed, but also to the millions across the globe who struggle with unreliable networks. It empowers researchers in remote locations, disaster response teams working amid collapsed infrastructure, and travelers constantly hopping across unreliable coverage zones. The phone's brain wasn't lagging behind its space-age connectivity. In its very essence, the Pi Phone was either an octa-core chip designed by Tesla or a Snapdragon 870 5G chipset, depending on various models. It has serious performance and comes bundled with RAM configurations that range between 8 GB on the lower end and 16 GB on the upper end, and storage disks that hit anywhere between 512 GB and a complete terabyte, the type which made lag, stutter, and load times seem like a lost world in the digital age. Whether users were gaming, streaming, editing video, or bouncing between Tesla vehicle controls and Powerwall diagnostics, the Pi Phone held its ground. And it didn't stop at power. The phone's camera system brought cinematic capabilities to the average user, with 3 rear lenses at 50 megapixels each, engineered in partnership with Zeiss, and a front camera that could hit up to 40 megapixels. The Pi Phone catered to creators in every form, from vloggers capturing content on the move to nature photographers in the wilderness. This device promised quality that rivaled professional gear. Advanced night mode, depth mapping, AR overlays, and AI-powered image optimization turned every user into a visual storyteller. All this technology needed fuel, and Tesla had already anticipated the anxieties that come with battery life. The Pi Phone featured a 5,000 mAh battery supported by both rapid USB-C charging and solar augmentation. While a full solar charge would take several hours under direct sunlight, it served as a life-saving backup for those caught without access to electricity. For quick boosts, Tesla claimed traditional charging could take the phone to 70% in under 20 minutes. This was not just about speed, it was about flexibility. utility, about empowering users to operate independently of the grid. Beyond hardware, the Tesla Starlink Pi Phone represented a bold software statement. Its custom user interface, layered over Android 13, offered a stripped-down experience free of bloatware and tailored around intuitive control. This interface wasn't just a skin, it was a whole new way of interacting with the device. It allowed users to sync effortlessly with their Tesla vehicles, manage solar energy production through Powerwalls, and monitor their Starlink home internet setups. The phone became the remote control for an entire lifestyle. Underneath the cover, AI played a significant role. Tesla's neural processing software adapted to user habits, preloading apps based on patterns, optimizing battery usage dynamically, and providing a voice assistant that was less robotic and more responsive. It has the same playful, bold sense that fans would normally use to describe Musk himself. The phone would also gain in functionality over time via over-the-air updates similar to Tesla cars. More features, fewer bugs, optimizations, and the user never touched a finger. The price point is what shocked everyone, and especially analysts. A gadget so wholeheartedly brawny was almost unreal at $299. Industry veterans scratched their heads, trying to figure out how Tesla pulled it off. The answer seemed to lie in the company's control over its supply chain and the sheer volume Musk's team expected to move. By eliminating third-party manufacturers and middlemen, and leveraging synergies between Tesla and SpaceX, production costs were slashed. But it went deeper than that. Tesla wasn't simply trying to sell phones, it was onboarding users into a broader universe. A user with a Pi phone might later subscribe to Starlink, they might buy a Powerwall, they might lease a Tesla vehicle. The phone served as the golden key to a Tesla-powered life. It wasn't a product, it was the gateway drug into an ecosystem built on energy independence, intelligent automation, and global connectivity. And so, even if the hardware brought in slim profit margins, the surrounding services would more than make up for it. The Pi Phone's launch also came with an enticing offer, 6 months of Starlink service bundled with the device. After that, users could subscribe for $10 per month or $120 annually. Compared to standard mobile plans, especially international roaming packages, this was a steal. It offered predictable pricing and untethered access with no contracts, no SIM swapping, and no surprise bills. For digital nomads, international freelancers, and rural households, the appeal was immense. Critics were quick to raise eyebrows. Was the Pi Phone too good to be true? Some skeptics pointed to exaggerated online claims about perpetual solar charging or Mars-ready communication. But as more demos surfaced and early access reviewers shared experiences, the fog of doubt began to lift. The consensus was that while some features were aspirational, many of the advertised capabilities were not only real, but remarkably well executed. Real-world testing emphasized how the phone behaved during signal blackouts, proving its satellite fallback to be more than a party trick. In everyday use, the device's speed, responsiveness, and feature fluidity matched up to expectations. The user experience was consistently described as seamless, especially for those already tied into the Tesla ecosystem. One YouTuber even dubbed it the most Apple-like phone that Apple never made, a nod to its cohesive ecosystem integration, premium materials, and future-forward vision. Market-wise, the Pi Phone was a potential redefinition of the smartphone board. Its premier smartphones used to be well beyond the $1,000 mark, and sometimes they only offered marginal advances but not the radical changes in technology. Instead, Samsung had overwhelmed the market with feature-rich models that, nonetheless, were not quite able to compete on price. The Pi Phone swooped in from an unexpected angle. It wasn't competing on conventional terms, it was playing a different game altogether. Tesla's phone introduced the idea that global internet access could be a basic expectation. Your primary device shouldn't depend on ground infrastructure or tower proximity. That if you were caught in a storm, hiking across tundras, or visiting your grandmother's remote village, your phone should still work. It redefined the term connectivity, not as a luxury, but as a standard. The conversation soon shifted from whether the Pi Phone could rival existing flagships to whether those flagships could survive the arrival of the Pi. No longer was the question about which phone had a better screen or camera. The question became, which phone offers a future where users aren't beholden to data plans, where they don't panic over red battery warnings, and where their phone becomes more than a pocket-sized computer. It becomes an extension of their daily lives, their environment, and even their ideals. And for Tesla, the Pi Phone wasn't the end goal. It was the beginning, a proof of concept that a hardware revolution could start from a company previously known for cars. It was the culmination of years of R&D, the fusion of SpaceX's satellite network with Tesla's production capabilities, and the distillation of Elon Musk's increasingly borderless ambition. The Pi Phone represents more than just a new device on the market. It signals a bold shift in how technology can serve people through the noise of overpriced upgrades and gimmicky features. It makes the industry stop and reimagine what truly counts, which is accessibility, affordability, and sustainability, and ease of moving smoothly across different parts of the globe. And that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching till the end. Please let us know in the comments what you think of this new phone from Tesla. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Bye for now.